I feel like it's just a normal day in the office at this point, just to not be shocked by promo prices. You guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more Oz content. Yeah, that's right. That future card God Buddy fight Yuga and Garga definitely has just poofed off of the market. Every cheap, I mean, there's only like 2 to 3 of these that ever really touched the market, and all 3 of them got cratered off at 300, 300, and 350. And there has been zero repopulation effort in those. The Elementaria also got cratered off the market, to be fair. 220. Nice $450 Suzume here. Also appears the $151 version of this just poofed overnight. I feel like that's going to be a lot of the story behind Coral's high rarity. Looks like boxes have been moving up to about $58 and still going. I'm not all that surprised to see that. You've also got your Yuika reprints. These are down to $38. Sarah Galgons have been holding about 40s until people realize that this is not a high beast. So they start to cry. But then I've been reading a lot of arguments. People are like, no, well, it says it's Sarah Galgon. No, it maintained, yeah, sure it is Sarah Galgon, but that doesn't change the typing down here. I hate to tell you guys that. So no, it is not a high beast. All right. You're really funny if you think you were getting away with that. What else we got back here? Oh, the OT still $40. I don't feel like that's really going to change, and these are still 20s. Okay, so where do we go from here with this set, honestly? I see our Mysterious Joker, $29 and still going. Jackknife, $24. Okay. Mr. Gowan Drum, $22. I mean, if you're a fan of Buddy Fight, with all the stuff going on. Bubble Mines, $17. Big Strategy, man, these are $18. Holy crap. It's so funny to look at this set and just look at the numbers and just be surprised. Croquettes, $10. Bay coming in at 10. Philanderer, I mean, yeah, still a $14 card. This card's had problems staying in circulation, but Philanderer I don't think is that broken of a card right now. Red OT's $10. These are 11s. That's interesting. I don't know. I kind of want to build some of these decks. There were a couple things in here I wanted to build for premium. Like, you know, just the Grandpa deck. Like, this deck's freaking hilarious, but some of the price point and availability is just not really worth it to toss around and just to try to see what's going to go on with this. You see, you get more of the collector's rares and stuff in this set, and, you know, you just kind of question more and more of that as time goes on. It's a ride. It really, really is. I really am just, I'm intrigued with how this set has gone, but you see most of the stuff. A lot of these triggers are still very solidly dollars. Do we have anything in this set that has not actually sold yet? I see that Future Card Buddy Fight, these have not. I feel like that's going to be a pretty common occurrence back here. Well, I mean, of course the Yukas haven't sold. You want $600 for those, and those are more expensive than the regular copies. Bay. That's actually hilarious. There's only one of these on the market at $65, and none of them have sold. The Forbidden Doll's $120, okay, but no sales on it. The Bulba Mine is $85. You know, there's really no difference, but it's just the border on this, which is so disappointing. If that's the only real significant change that we are seeing, that's crazy. There's also no single packs on the market for this set. $105, okay. Well, $6,913. I guess the biggest card in the universe deserves the biggest price point in the world. All right, what a meme. All right, so how is the D-Series promo market actually, you know, handling itself? I mean, hey, these are still $11. I'm actually surprised to see that a lot of people have been buying high fives right now, but if you're playing in like the Lyrical Cup, that you need this. So that's the downside right now about what happened with the Lyrical Cup. Yeah, it's really cool that the Lyrical Cup is happening and you can choose to participate if you want. But the downside is you're shelling out, you know, gigabucks out here. Look at this. This is the cost people are willing to go through to play in the Lyrical Cup right now. You need a basic promo card that's, you know, going to break the bank. Cindy's are still coming along kind of nicely. Surprised about that. Shenri's still at $23. the Odeon. Variance rays, these are still 20s. Sarah Galgons, 37s. The Divine Sister still coming in about 11. We've got the Monster, 25. For now, forget the Passage of Time, coming in about $10. The card is actually really nice. Ketter's Sanctuary Energy, $60, and continuing to see the dip down here. Of course, Sophie Bell's still under $90, and we're still tracking on up. Elementaria's 40s, more Sarah Galgons, 37s. I guess your general takeaway with this stuff is you are going to see a lot of people just generally expecting good things out of this. Energy generators have tanked down to the lowest points that they've ever been, which is good. Direful Dolls coming in $8. I feel like that's not bad. Holy crap, this is $500 now? Which is hilarious, by the way, because what cheap copies of these did in fact exist have pretty much flown off of the market, which is pretty nice. Yuika's $90. That's also freaking crazy. These are, I've been noticing that, we started at 200 and we've been dropping down a lot with that. That's crazy. Elrich Gewinner coming in $2. That's not bad. Badashes have been moving on along too. Lyricals, nice $85. That's crazy. But nobody's buying them. If you've looked at some of the sales history on some of this stuff, I think you'd be genuinely surprised just to see these are $20 triggers now. Oh my gosh, even the Journey to be a Dragon foils. Man, Luard's place in the meta just really fell out. Well, okay then. Trick Moons. The TCG still does not have a ban list to kind of correct the, we're going to say the brokenness that, this deck is on the market here. And once again, we should be getting a list, I would think, soon, because Bushiroad's not going to want to let a tier 0 deck, kind of run its course in the meta. Or, are they really not going to? I don't know. But right now, Trick Moon's coming in at 80s, $20. You've got the $40 Dragon Tree Invasion ones, which is freaking hilarious. You can still get the sleeves for like $5. All right, and then of course Vire Lords, $220 on the top end. FFRs, $100. Okay. And then $29. You've got a lot of listings on this thing on today's market, which is pretty interesting. Also, the Monster Mash, Step on Me. I'm actually surprised these were $116 when they were actually up. Actually, now some sold at 70s. That's crazy. Yo, those tanked. But that's good to see, right? So in terms of, Monster in general, Little Glemma's just a crazy creature. And then, of course, we saw the Emigars. Those are also creasy. Mr. Pulploot here is a lot of money. And then these have also been stupid. $22, by the way, for those. But once again, when that deck is as crazy as it is, Craggy foils are like $12. That's also crazy to see. But hey, people like their decks. Bulbamine's still rotating around $15. Elder Glemmas have tanked into the ground. $8 for an Elder Glemma. Which is, I guess, crazy because it is like a 2 of. Okay, well, interesting. And then, of course, boxes and set number 5. Daily reminder, Leonorans are expensive. Vargas, still like $500. These are $350s. Shockingly enough, Reziels are still $7. For set 5 being as good as it is, boxes are $59 now. It's just crazy to me just to look at this set and go, wow, times have tanked this into oblivion. These are still $25 for the Bane, which is, I guess, kind of cool, but when you look at the way that the game has just been shifting around and all of that and all that concept and time and, expensiveness, it's, wow, Vargas are actually still like $12 to $13. Liliodium's still 8s, and we're still kind of trucking on along here. Reziel's still 10 to 12, and then Lovey Draw still coming in about $8. Well, that's all I got for your market today. It's a place. It's not a good one, but I mean, here we are. We're kind of analyzing and seeing where things are going, but please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here in a day, guys. Thanks for watching today's video. Check out tradingcardmint.com down below in the description. Enter MCool40 on checkout. Save a little bit of money on your purchase. Check out mcoolgames.com if you're interested in getting some cool play mats and single trading cards as well. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Turn on those notifications so you don't miss one of our videos. Thanks for watching.